Well, I worked at Victoria's Secret for a few years, and I would notice women that had their breasts done and women that didn't have them done. And there was such a big difference, especially after you have children and you're over 40 years old. So what I did is I took a poll of the doctors whose boobs I liked and the doctors whose boobs I didn't. And Dr. Heller won. After you have children and after you're 40 years old, they just point south. So I wanted to lift them up a little bit. So while you lift them, you might as well pump them up. From looking at women that had their breasts done versus women that didn't have their breasts done, there was a big difference in the way that they wore their clothes, in the way that they looked, the way that they felt about themselves. So what I started doing was talking to women, because you go into the dressing room with them when you work there and you get to see them. And talking to them, I started asking them questions about the surgery, about doctors, and I wanted them to look as natural, So Dr. Heller's were the most natural looking of anybody's that I've seen. When you have your breasts done and you're able to wear different clothes than you ever were able to wear, you're able to wear sexy attire. When you don't have boobs, you can't wear the sexy attire. When you have large shoulders like I do and you don't have large breasts, you look like a linebacker. Now I have more of a womanly shape. It gives you more of a womanly shape. It has a lot to do with also, your self-esteem. Not saying that I was no way or any shape I was insecure at all. But what happens is after children and the older you get, let's face it, your breasts are very important to you, and being able to have them have more of a youthful look makes you feel better about yourself from being a woman.